welcome Ricardo Chavira. Oh my goodness. I wanted to get the exact pronunciation right. I can't believe I'm seeing you again in this context. Who would have ever thought we'd be here?
I know.
Ricardo, I'm so excited to see you. I had so much fun getting to work with you on Santa Clarita. What a wild ride that was. And really, it was you and I that kind of like with Tim Oliphant, who's the greatest, just kind of really established this wild world. It was such a unique experience. It was such a rare, weird tone we were trying to pull off. And I loved getting to do it with you.
You know, I mean, and I also, Richard T. Jones and Mary Elizabeth Ellis, Joy Osmanski. You also had some great guest star actors in that first season. Nathan Fillion, who I know very well, and Alan Tudyk, who I've been a huge fan of for a long time.
Yeah,
so I mean, you really got some wonderful actors to come in and fill out that first season. And you yourself, of course, and Timothy. Yeah.
Well, I have to say that Selena, the series, I started watching it because I thought, I'm just going to watch, at least the first episode in anticipation of our conversation. I could not. I stayed up till 11 o'clock. I go to sleep at 8. I could not stop binging it. First of all, I really want to hand it to you because I have this whole thing about internal acting and how irritating, boring, and sleepy it can be for people watching because you're like, you're not giving me anything. Your face, the way your subtlety, I feel like the pathos and everything you're feeling, I think your acting is so incredible. And I just feel everything you're feeling, and yet you pulled it off with such nuance and subtlety. How did you do that?
Wow. Well, hey, first off, thank you. That's very, very kind. I really did my work. This story is very specific to me because I'm from South Texas.
Yes.
Selena and I were born the same year, about 4 months apart. Her father is a certain man of a certain age and generation that is specific to South Texas. That is my father and a lot of my uncles, my tios as well. So I had a lot of resources to be able to draw from to try and, when I was approaching this character and how I was going to represent him. And I utilized as much of that as possible. And also watching the old clips of Abraham and studying his cadences and his, his mannerisms, his facial tics and everything. So and kind of recreating that on my own, so that when I did get to set finally, it was kind of second nature. So I didn't have to think about those things too much, and I could focus on just like, giving the dialogue back and forth and where were we in the emotional state of whatever that scene was.
That makes perfect sense, because I think when you work so hard at something, that's when you can let go and have fun. Nobody wants to get to a test that they haven't studied for. You're not going to perform well, and you're just going to have a ton of anxiety. So all of that work that you did really pays off. I mean, you should win every award for your performance. Really, I was blown away. I just kept going, I can't wait to talk to him. He's so good in this. It doesn't stop. It just keeps going and going. Now, Ricardo, I'm in the kitchen because I believe you have a cookbook for Cookbook Club.
I do. I actually have two for you. I do a lot of barbecuing. I barbecued a lot when I was working on Selena for my cast. There's two. It's a generic cookbook, just on barbecuing to kind of tone down my manly barbecuing that I guess my family would say.
That looks so cool. Literally. I love barbecue, and we haven't gotten that yet. So thank you. That's a new addition to our collection.
But the other book it's a restaurant that's familiar to New York that I got, and I'm still working with it, and it's this one, Boqueria.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
And they do a lot of cooking a la plancha and paellas and things like that. So, yeah. So that's what I'm starting to kind of work on right now.
Thank you, Ricardo. We'll have those up on our website right next to your name. Selena, part 1 of this series is available now on Netflix. Once you press play, you will be up all night because you won't be able to tear yourself away. And so much of that is due to your extraordinary performance, Ricardo. Congratulations on this extraordinary work. And telling the story of someone so beloved, and that's why it's such a success. It's so on trend. Everybody's talking about this. So thank you for bringing it to everyone.